Greetings, everyone. Happy Friday. How are y'all doing today? I am the Moon Mama, and today is the day that Venus rules. I am currently doing some Venus work for myself today, and that work includes a yoni steam and being able to harness the energy of our wombs, learning to harness the energy of my womb. So today is Venus Day, and that is the day that I asked for donations for reciprocity. Okay, so before I get to that though, I am getting ready to do a yoni steam. And this is my cabinet with all of my herbs. All of these are my herbal solutions and remedies. And this is where I store everything. And so because it's Venus, the womb, to a yoni steam, I'm going to use some rose, and I'm going to use herbs that are associated with Venus. And so right now, let me just start with the rose, and we'll start having a conversation about what this is about. So, like I said, today is Venus Day. Venus rules our sensory system. Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra, and currently Venus has just gone into Taurus. That happened last night. And so Venus is the energy of our feelings and our emotions. And like I said, I'm going to do a yoni steam because, let me get really clear. I'm having an interesting time because I'm having to do my videos more than once. I have not been able to upload them from IG to TikTok and YouTube in the ways that I generally have been. And that energy is a little interesting for me. So today is Venus Day. I'm the Moon Mama. And Venus is the planet that rules Taurus and Libra. And Venus just went into Taurus. And on Fridays, I ask for reciprocity. So if you benefit from this work of this Master Nodal class, if this feels aligned to you, if the work that the information that I am giving supports you, I invite you to donate to me. And you can do that at $ Monique Ruffin, which is Cash App, or the @ Monique-Ruffin, which is Venmo, or Monique C. Ruffin, as like C as in cat, Monique C. Ruffin @gmail.com. And I will put those on my, in the notes if you need to find them. So thank you so much in advance for that. I deeply appreciate it. So Venus is the energy of our emotions, you all. And as women, our emotions are our power. That thing in us that feels deeply is our actual magnet. It is an actual magnetism that draws things into you. And one of the things that I'm so aware of is that we live in this world where women have been taught by men. We've been taught to believe in Jesus. We've been taught to vote for men. We've been taught to idolize men. We've been taught that men are our saviors. And in that, we literally have learned to override and deny our emotions because that is not the truth. We are the creators of men, and to give our power to them as if they are our creators has done the thing that it has done to us. It has suppressed our will. It has taken us outside of our power, and it has us in our minds competing and attempting to force and functioning from a very masculine way of being, which is mental. When we are sensory beings, we are feeling beings, and we know and how it gets. So birth control turns off our sensory energy. Birth control pills, alcohol turns off our sensory energy. Tampons, anything can destroy the field of vibration that allows us to feel into who we are, what we're capable of. And so I just want to give you guys an example. The other day, so let me just say this. I want to give an example. About 6 months ago, I created a plant bar. I used to have plants already, but I created a bar because I needed them all to be in the same place so that they would actually get the care that they need. Before, I kind of had them all over my house, so some got care and some didn't, and I decided to put them all together. And I have been on TikTok watching all of these plant people, and they have the most amazing people on TikTok who are fucking plant, like beautiful, incredible plants in their homes. And so I've been really watching and collecting and buying plants. So right now I have 13, and on TikTok, I learned that Thai constellations are really beautiful, sought after plants, to the point that a small one, like this big, could cost you $35. Like literally one leaf with a root will cost you $35. I saw one on TikTok the other day that was about $1,200. Now, all of this is just made up stuff. They just decided that this is it, like art, right? But nonetheless, it has been a thing. And so I was like, okay, I want one more plant. I want a Thai constellation. So I've been looking for one. I went somewhere to a store here locally, and the plant was like maybe this big, and it was $65. And I was like, goodness gracious, like these plants cost like $12. The plants that I have now, they're like $12 or $11, and so I'm not spending a lot of money on them. So I was like, no, I'm not going to spend $65, but when I'm ready, I will. And so I just been wanting it. And so almost every day in my walk through my neighborhood, I go to Lowe's. Lowe's is around the corner from me. And I just talk to the plants. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Oh my goodness. And I have a rule not to buy plants because I saw a woman on TikTok who has 500 plants in her house. And I was like, I just don't want to do that because it literally is a relationship. And I don't want to have 500 plants and they start dying. Like, I'm already having an interesting time taking care of 2 cats, myself, my house, and the 13 plants I have. So when I go to Lowe's, I just commune with the plants. I don't talk to them. I don't buy them. And sometimes I see plants that I love. I'm like, oh my God, what a pretty plant, what a pretty plant, what a pretty plant. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's just, I'm like, nope, I love you, but I'm not gonna buy you. And occasionally I have bought 13 of them. So the other day I went to Lowe's and I saw the Thai constellation, and it was $29. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I just said, I was like, I really want it, but I have a rule. I didn't even have any money with me. I couldn't even buy it. And so I didn't buy it. And I came home and I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh my goodness. Then the next day I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to Lowe's because I go every day. And I'm like, if that plant is still there, I'm going to get it. So I go and I look and it's not there. And I literally was about to talk myself out of how I was feeling. I literally was about to say, you're not supposed to buy another plant anyway. But instead of doing that, I allowed myself to feel what I was feeling. And I had a temper tantrum. I literally was like, oh, I wanted that plant. And I just gave myself, I didn't make myself be an adult. I just gave into the feeling of how much I wanted that plant. And then I was like, okay, now we're going to go back home. And then I talked myself out. Then I was like, you only have this many. It's like, okay. But I was aware I still wanted the plant. I was like, I want it to do. And I let it be. Came home, went on my own life, just doing all my things. The next day, I go back to Lowe's because I go to Lowe's every day. And I go to Lowe's and I walk in Lowe's, and where the plants were that they weren't yesterday, they were again. I got it, my Thai constellation. So literally, she said, I've been having a lot of temper tantrums lately. Yes. So the thing is, this is the Venus energy. Your feelings matter. And when you suppress them, when you deny them, when you act like you don't have you literally dim your power to magnetize anything to you. And here's the thing. Why do I go? I go to Lowe's every day to talk to the plants. I go to Lowe's because I go on a walk every day, and I just walk through my neighborhood, and Lowe's is very close to Lowe's is in my neighborhood, so I go to talk to the plants. But when we don't allow ourselves to feel, we have to understand that the reality that we're generating from within us. Everything is as above, so below. And Venus is your system. It literally is your sensory, your sight, your hearing, your nose, your food, your skin. All of that is Venus. It is the physical body, the outer parts of it. The energy that is running through you is your emotion, the feelings. If you feel sad, that's Venus running through you. If you feel happy, that's Venus running through you. And if you don't allow yourself to feel, you don't have the power to create. This is why I teach Daughters of the 13 Moons. This is why I do this Nodal class, because we don't understand that we are generating the reality. We think the reality is already there and we are coming into it. The reality is in you and you are projecting it. It doesn't seem like that. But that is what is happening. That is what is happening. Your codes, the astrology, tell the universe what reality, what frequency you're in to generate. And until you understand that you are the master of your emotions, I see videos all the time where, not to make these men valid in what they're saying, but on some level, men do understand that women don't take responsibility. And what we're not taking responsibility for is our feelings, our emotions, our capacity to create. We're not taking responsibility for our power. We are literally in the car, in the passenger seat, but we are the drivers of it. So today with Venus and Taurus, Venus just got into Taurus. It is about for this next month, this energy is about your ability to magnetize, to feel deeply. In Daughters of the 13 Moons, for those of you who are interested, first of all, I love Daughters of the 13 Moons. I love all this work. It doesn't matter. Nodal class, Daughters. But Daughters is where we're really driving the power and the magic, because that's where I have a container. We only have a few spaces left. We're going to close the space up after a little while. We only really have the space for about 30 women because that's what I have the capacity for at this time. So we only have about 8 or 9 more spaces available. The window to enroll won't even be open until the 16th of this month. But if you want to learn how to harness your power and your magic so that it works in the ways that you intend for it to, so that you can actually create the life that you desire, a life that loves you back, a life that gives you what it is you are, what you desire deep inside, Daughters of the 13 Moons is the space for you. So also today, the moon is currently in Libra. That is also ruled by Venus. And Libra is the energy of partnership, the mirror. So with the sun in Gemini today, the story we tell about the world is what shows up. It's important for you to understand that you are experiencing your inner world. Your inner world your internal narrative becomes your external experience. And when you understand that, you can relate to the world, understanding that there's only oneness here. You're creating it. You're thinking it and it happened. You had a negative thought and you had this experience. You had a positive thought. It's all you. And women must get this, because this is the core of how we transform reality from the inside out, from mastering your feelings, from understanding your codes, healing your trauma, healing your karma. That's been the thing that has taken me the amount of quote unquote time. The time it has taken me to heal my karma, to transmute it, to alchemize not only just my karma, but the trauma. And I don't even want to call it mine because I don't own it. It's a legacy that I'm born into. It's a generational thing, right? But the time that it has taken me to really get, to access the greatest level of healing that I have access to this has been because I face those narratives, the things that I inherited from my mother, the things that I inherited from my father, the belief systems, the conditioning that had me thinking that Jesus Christ was it, or that a man was it, or that somebody outside, all of that stuff, those fears, those terrors, those health challenges, those mental, all of those things get to be alchemized. And it comes from a deep desire and a will to do it, and a devotion and self-love. It is the core of all of this. Your self-love, your ability, your willingness to be devoted to yourself, to believe highly in yourself, to know that there's nothing and no one outside of you that has the power over you, except that you give it to them. And in doing so, you will call a reality to you that is for you to experience. Because really what you're here to experience is your own self as the goddess, as God. And what does that mean? As a creator. That's what it means to be a creator. Just the way I literally was like, I want one more plant. I want one more plant, a Thai constellation. I'm not going to pay $2,000 for it. I'm not going to pay $30 for a little thing. I'm going to hold. And when I saw the plant and I didn't get it, and I got there the next day and they were all gone, and I was like, and I let myself feel the disappointment, the sadness. I want that plant. And the next day I walked in, and it literally is like a stage, right? So I walked in, and I walked in the stage, and the plant was there out of my subconscious because I desired it. It came out of me. Everything comes out of you. And literally then I didn't get it. And I was like, okay, I really want it. And it's like a film. You're watching, and then you step into it and you have an experience with it, and you pull this out. It's like a reality. It's like Alice in Wonderland, but you have to be pure. You have to be sincere. You have to be responsible. You have to understand that it's all coming from you. All right, y'all. So today, be mindful of the mirror. What is the world showing you? Don't react to it. Just see it and go, oh, that's interesting. And if you have feelings about it, see if it's trauma or if it's karma. Maybe you're out and like I was saying, yesterday I went outside and I've been working all day, and I went outside and I live near a corner. And when I got to the stop sign, there was a man in a car. It was like a 1972 Toyota. And it's almost like he was in the corner and he saw me and he was like, oh, hey, baby, come here. And I had to realize that was a projection out of my own subconscious. So don't reject anything. Just notice, just witness. Everything is just passing by. Don't react to it. And in doing so, you will heal and you will begin to magnetize what it is you really desire. And so be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself. The sun is in Gemini at the Cancer degree today. So literally feel your feelings, but don't narrate them. Feel them. Just feel them. So if they feel good, oh, I feel good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And if you feel bad, right? Like feel it. Don't run from it. Literally don't suppress your feelings, because that is your power. So with that, it is Venus Day. And I started by saying today is Venus Day. And if you want to give donations, I would love that. You can donate at $ Monique Ruffin for Cash App, @ Monique-Ruffin for Venmo, Monique C. Ruffin at gmail.com. for PayPal. And if you want to send me a Zelle, you can send me a private message and ask for my telephone number, and I will be happy to give it to you. So have a happy Venus Day. This is our Master Nodal class. We are doing the work. I am so excited, and I love y'all so very much. If y'all need support, you want to do natal chart readings, coaching, Heal with Moon Mama is my website. Healwithmoonmama.com is my website, and you can go there and book your readings. I am currently offering Saturn and Aries readings to support us in stepping into our identity and our authority. Really about your authority, literally embodying your authority. We have 3 years with Saturn and Aries to work with this energy. So if you're interested in owning your authority as a man or a woman, this is the work you can do, and you can go to healwithmoonmama.com, and I'm offering that there. And then the Venus Recovery Kit. If you want to do the work to really recover your sensory energy, your magnetism, that is the Venus Recovery Kit would help you do that. And I would love to work with you. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.